Somebody's getting rich making addicts from this right here. Right now, they're living it up while people are suffering, trying to sell whatever they have in order to buy more of these pills. So in this video, I want to warn everybody about these things right here. I think you need to be warned about them because I think they are highly addictive. These things attach to the same part of your opiate receptors as any other kind of opiate, as the Laudeds or any kind of painkiller that you can get from a pharmacy. Now, it's controversial because some people in some places, if you look on Reddit and things like this, some people are getting pain relief from these pills because their states or their doctors will not prescribe them pain meds. If you're familiar with anything that happened, with the Oxycontin epidemic and things like that, there was a lot of addiction-based stuff that went on there through the FDA doing illegal stuff and things like that, right? So a lot of doctors were told to not prescribe these medications anymore. So it's very hard to go to a doctor and get on pain meds when you have legit pain. So now people are going to stuff like this. And I've been through Reddit for about the last hour, and, a lot of people on there talk about how hard their addiction was, how terrible it was to come off of these things. And then there's other people on there that talk about how it's the only thing that gives them relief. So, for me, as someone that is an addict, and by the way, if you don't know anything about me, my name is Jamie. I robbed a pharmacy in '98 for Oxycontin. I did 6 years in prison. I have been an addict for most of my life, and I've been clean for 4 or 5 years. I don't count, just because I try to do positive things in my life now, man. But I went through addiction. I went through Oxycontin addiction. I went through heroin addiction. I went through Xanaxes and Valiums and all that stuff. I went through all of those addictions, man. And I think that these right here are just as bad as any single one of those. Now, you might look at that pack and wonder, why is there one missing, Jamie? Because I took one. I wanted to see what these felt like. Isn't that dangerous for you as an addict? Yeah, man. Yeah, it is. But I've done it before, I don't recommend anyone doing it. I probably shouldn't do it, honestly. But I like to know what these are so that when I make a video for you guys, I can legitimately tell you what I think. And this shit killed me. It hurt my stomach really bad. Like I've had my gallbladder removed, bro. And I remember the night that I had my gallbladder removed, it was a pain in my stomach that was very similar to what this crap right here made me feel. Now, once that subsided, it would come on pretty strong for 2 or 3 minutes, and it would hurt really bad, bro. Like, oh my God, what's going on right now? And then it would go away, and then you kind of have that little opiate buzz, and then it would come back. So I don't know if anybody else has felt that way. If you have, drop a comment, man, if this stuff has hurt your stomach. I haven't taken it long enough. I took a half a pill. Literally a half a pill is all I took. These are like 80 milligram or something. Yeah. These are 3 of them. There's 80 milligrams. So I took a half one, 40 milligrams. But after that wore off, I could definitely tell that this is a opiate healing. Like, I would have loved to have had something like this when I was wanting or looking for oxys and hydros and any of those pills that I used to do when I was fucked up in the game. These right here would have been something I would have been on every day, bro. Like, I know. Matter of fact, I'll tell you a little story about Kratom. When Kratom came out and there was a bunch of tobacco places popping up in our area, I started using Kratom. I started taking the little shots, and them little liquid shots were $20, man. And if you think about that, taking one a day is $100 for 5 days. That's $140 for 7 days, which is what, if we add that up real quick, that's damn near $600 for a month. Okay, just to take one a day. And I was taking at least one a day. I had a buddy of mine that was taking it with me, and sometimes he was doing 2 a day. And I told him, I was like, bro, I can't afford to do 2 a day. Hell, I can't afford to do 1 a day. And eventually I quit. Like, I just couldn't keep doing it. Like, I didn't like the money. I didn't like the way it made me feel. And it became very addictive. And I think that is a very much smaller amount than what these pills right here are. This is like a concentrate. These are like a concentrate. And from what I've read on Reddit, these are also, they don't have some of the good stuff that you actually get from Kratom. Now, I don't know exactly what all that is, you know what I'm saying? Because I just didn't do enough research to see exactly what those things are. But this stuff right here, dude, I'm telling you, I've seen people's lives get destroyed over gas station pills just like this. Just like this. They actually made them illegal last year. Thank God they made them illegal because she was able to get off of them. But up to that point, if she knew she could go to a gas station and get those pills every single day, that's what she did. And she could not stop going and getting them. Like, she barely had enough money to eat or pay for gas and do anything else because she was budgeted to the max to do these stupid pills, man. So my recommendation from someone who has been through addiction for many, many years is to stay the hell away from them. And if you do have to use them because they are a pain reliever for you, man, you know, man, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? Because, like, I feel like a doctor should be able to give you some pills that, you know, could probably be better for you. Because really, do we even know if this is good for you? Do we even know if it's bad for you? You know, has it been tested? Probably not, you know. I did look up a few things on Kratom and you know, how long ago this stuff came up. So this stuff was actually first discovered in 2002 by Japanese researchers who were studying Kratom. It was initially praised for pain relief and opioid replacement potential. Then the euphoric effects became popular among users and the online drug community. Powerful euphoria, pain relief, sedation, numbing, emotional distress. It has a rapid tolerance buildup, severe withdrawal symptoms, nausea, vomiting, anxiety, sweating, tremors, respiratory repression at high doses, which is one of the things that makes you overdose. So mixing this with anything else that would bring down your heart rate and or your respiratory functions would just heighten your chance of overdose. So this stuff is definitely dangerous. Some people say that they have worse withdrawals than they did from heroin off of this stuff. So also thinking about, you know, other drugs that are scheduled, man, like fentanyl is a Schedule 2, methamphetamine is a Schedule 2, but 7-Os are not scheduled at all, right? And it's probably because they're only going to be around for so long until they are outlawed. Now, I know a lot of people think that Kratom is a good drug for certain things. And I have heard about people using it to get off of opiates. And if that's what you use it for and you can get off of it, then man, more power to you, bro, because opiates are horrible. But definitely don't just use it as a replacement. And if you're somebody who liked opiates and you liked that buzz before and you're curious about these pills, man, stay away from them because they're going to be a problem for you, guaranteed. They're going to be a problem for you. I could tell immediately from the effects of it, it just instantly gave me that nod and kind of want to sit back and just, you know, the same effects that you get from opiates. So my recommendation, as someone who's been highly addicted to a lot of stuff in my life and has been clean, stay away. Because the clean life is the only way to go, bro. You don't want to live spending all your money on some crap like this that they make for 20 cents a piece and sell to you for $20 a piece. You know, somebody's getting rich making addicts from this right here. Right now, they're living it up while people are suffering trying to sell whatever they have in order to buy more of these fucking pills. Till next time, don't sweat the petty things, pet the sweaty things.